Welcome back to the Rando's podcast. I'm Shane,
And I'm Cole.
and this episode we are on camera. A little weird, I know, but I know it's whatever. We decided let's do it.
I mean, you're here, so why not just do it?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of broke into your house through the window over there.
I gotta shut that.
You really do.
Yeah.
All right. So today's episode is gonna be centered mostly around YouTube, obviously where I post this stuff. But first, we're gonna start it off as we always do. How was your day?
It's been fine. I mean, just chilling, playing video games.
My day was pretty good too. Mostly just hanging around. Just hanging around. Then I got called up. I'm like, hey, you want to hang out? Like,
Yeah.
And I'm like, maybe. And I'm like, hey, I just went into your window to say, hey, surprise.
Yep.
But yeah, but it was a pretty chill day. And since it's been a while since we've done this, how has it been in general? Because I think it's pretty obvious.
You guys can't see it. So as you guys might know, I suffer from a lot of knee problems and shit. So I've been for the past 3 weeks recovering from knee surgery.
Yeah.
I tore my MPFL, which is my medial patellofemoral ligament, whatever the fuck it's called. And basically, it's just a ligament that keeps your knee in place. So I got a new ligament. I got the surgery about 3 weeks ago, and life's been depressing. I've left my house twice in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, like, how has it been, like, just basically just sitting around doing nothing?
I hate it.
Yeah,
Cause I was so active before.
you're an outdoor person.
I am.
Like,
Want an ibuprofen I just found on the ground?
oh, sick. Yeah. So that's basically what's been going on, outside of like what we're gonna be talking about today. So I thought I'd address that before we, continue. That's kind of probably a looming question that But yeah, and so now we're gonna get into that episode. So I'm gonna start this off very simple before we go any further. What's your opinion on YouTube?
I'm very mixed when it comes to my opinion. It's like I love it, but I hate it.
I feel the same, honestly. Like, cause there's stuff I like about it, but there's certain stuff I don't like about it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like the things I don't like about it, are kind of major, and we'll be getting into that. Like, yeah.
Okay, we can pause here. My
Yeah.
boredom is just texting in the chat. I'm gonna fucking check this.
Yeah. Okay. Yep.
You sitting on my phone?
No.
Unless this is it right here. This is your phone.
Okay.
Was I sitting on my phone?
Speaking of, this is a raid chat. It's a blue.
Bro, imagine we got sponsored by Raid Shadow.
Dude, I'd be fucking hyped, dude.
I'd have to lie and say I played that game.
Yeah, you would.
Hey Siri. Fuck my phone. Let's just check on here.
Oh, by the way, most of those messages I'm willing to bet are not from. Don't switch. I'm willing to bet. Yeah, that's not. Yeah, no. I think so. No, okay. You can scroll up. Hey guys, we're checking stuff. Oh, I don't think.
Has there been nothing?
Yeah, it's on a different server.
Oh, okay. So that's important.
Yeah. Okay.
Why don't you start the podcast? No, we can just couple it.
Yeah, we'll cut it.
Yeah. Or just
All right. Okay. 3, 2. Well, like I said, when it comes to YouTube, I just mixed opinions because it's like, I don't know what else do we say that hasn't been like said before. It's like,
YouTube gets boring. Like, I personally cannot sit there and watch videos upon videos upon videos for hours. I get bored after a 20-minute video.
Oh, okay. I can and can't. Sometimes I can, sometimes I can't. Like that's how I am with it.
Yeah.
Like it is. There are some awesome creators on the site.
Oh, yeah, don't get me wrong. No.
And like, there's some genuinely nice people on the site. Like,
yeah.
That's a good thing about it. But also, with every good there is bad. And there's people that kind of suck. We'll be getting into that one. We'll get into that. Don't worry. And so, I say we actually just talk about like some like figures that are like, I wouldn't say controversial. Yeah, I would say like more like just characters that we just don't like on YouTube.
Okay.
I think the obvious one to start with is the Pauls.
I liked them before the whole everything happened.
Like, oh, really?
I was a Maverick before Maverick. I was a Maverick. I was a Maverick.
Oh, really? Actually,
the suicide video, and I watched it before it got taken down.
Oh,
so I even had like post notifications on and everything. I was like one of the first people to watch it.
Oh, fuck.
Not one of the first, but I watched it before it was taken down.
How did you feel about that? Actually, like fucking.
I mean, I was like really young, and I was like, "Wow, that's fucked up," and I just stuck with it.
Yeah.
And then
And then more and more I looked at it, I'm like, holy shit, that's really messed up. And
Yeah.
I just unsubscribed to him and everything and all that stuff.
It's fucked that he literally just put a fucking dead body on like YouTube.
I think he blurred the face. That was it.
That was it. I think he might have blurred the face.
Uh huh.
Like, and the fucking thumbnail like shows him like just standing in front of him. He didn't blur it. He didn't blur it because it was like turned the other way. Like that's fucked.
That's just really messed up.
Like,
that was someone's life.
Yeah, exactly.
Gone.
It is so fucked.
Imagine like the parents or something, or the kids.
Yeah, the
people like their mom or sister. Or
yeah,
something.
or like people like yeah, and not only that, like you fucking knew like going into a forest renowned for suicide.
It was called the Suicide Forest
for a fucking reason. Like you don't just go into that thinking like oh it's like gonna be all fun. I mean like that's fucking. And in the apology, he goes like
you know it by heart.
Yeah, I do. I made a severe and continuous relapse in my judgment, and I don't expect to be forgiven. I'm simply here to apologize. What we saw, the reactions we put on tape were raw, unfiltered. Like, dude, like, it's so fucking stupid. Like, one of the points he makes is like, what we saw was unexpected or whatever, and it was unplanned.
Then cut the camera.
You can fucking you have so much control in that situation. If it was a live stream, that'd be different. Like if it was a live stream, that's a whole different situation because it makes sense why that would get leaked in, but not stay in.
Hey, was it safe to say that they failed the challenge of staying 24 hours in the Suicide Forest?
It is very fair to say that. Jake is sometimes a fucking douche too.
I never liked Jake.
Jake Paul fucking sucks.
I only watched Logan.
One of my favorite clips of him, right? Like that was fucking stupid. It was whenever the news crew and all that came into the fucking.
Oh, then he's standing on top.
Yeah, they're fucking standing on top of it.
The car and stuff.
You're like, hey, you probably should stand up. He goes, why?
Because he has the biggest ego and he thinks he's
exactly. And he goes, the parents are not really liking him. He goes, no, really? Like a fucking dickhead.
Yeah.
Like
Team 10 house.
Yeah, like he just sent up dabbing and shit, like Team 10 strong station or whatever. It's like shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
I did not like either one really at all.
Oh yeah, I really liked Logan before the whole controversial.
And then like annoying shit too that's happening like with like the fights and all that like Logan's doing like the boxing matches. Yeah. It's a whole thing by itself. Like
Jake won't fight anybody who's a real boxer.
He won't.
He'll fight Nate Robinson, a unretired dad, and now he's fighting Tyron Woodley, who's like a retired fighter but still good in shape. So I hope he gets his ass kicked.
I truly do too. That'd be
Deji too. Don't give out Deji.
Yeah. Yeah, and by the way, the Logan Paul versus KSI, I like here's something to think about, right? Logan Paul, right? And one of the things he goes, KSI was saved by the referee's decision or whatever, right? You know for a fact, right? If like they won, they would have like, this is so legit, this is so awesome, we made boxing, you know?
Fun fact, when I figured out that like KSI won the second one, I was performing at Badger. I don't remember what I think it was the musical or something, and I went in the back because I wasn't up for my scene.
Yeah.
And then like I looked at my phone, I'm just, like jumping up in the air and shit. I like get called, and I was like ran back and just had to be like nothing ever happened. And people like, what the hell happened? And I just told everybody like, oh my god.
Yeah. Not like
we should probably blur the school name.
Probably should.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah, like
you can see all this stuff behind me.
Yeah, you can't really read that.
Okay, well let's just.
Yeah, you said you were like doing a musical, like you're in a musical when you heard about that.
Oh yeah, I was in the musical and I wasn't up for my thing, so I went into the back, and then I looked at my phone, I was like jumping up and down. People were like, well, Cole, you gotta go on. I'm like, okay, fine, and I went back on. And after the thing was like, what were you being so happy about? And I told all of them, like they're like, what? And like we all had a party afterwards.
That's awesome. Yo, I'm gonna be honest, like I don't like KSI or like Logan Paul. I don't like either one really. KSI like. I still watch KSI. KSI is a weird figure now because of like what he's like getting into now. Like he's like making videos with like, a bunch of Minecraft YouTubers now. It's like a little weird.
He's trying to stay in the.
He's trying to stand.
He's trying to stay relevant. Bryce would like to say.
Yeah. He's also I think a big thing is also he's probably trying to stay on the good side of like Dream stands because if he has them on his side he's just like set.
Dude, I fucking hate Dream.
I don't like Dream himself or just Dream stands.
Dream himself and Dream stands.
Oh, you don't like either one? Why?
I just don't understand, like, speedrunning. Cool. Congrats.
I don't like the stand. That's a topic we could talk about, too, like, the fans in general. Actually, hold on. I actually do want to talk about that, because it relates a lot to, like, some of the people we're talking about, like Jake Paul and, like, Jake and Logan Paul. They have people who will back them up They have people who will back them up to the day they die because
I was one of those kids.
exactly.
Logan.
And it's mostly and a couple of reasons. One of them is like they grew up on it, like for some of them.
Yeah.
And so they, and they feel like they, they like, oh, it's like, oh, it's all false. Whatever. I mean, it's like, or really, it's like there were some horrible examples of that, like in the past, like of like people doing that. But I think now the issue is like, there's people like Dream, who like have like stands that are like fucked.
The one thing though I really loved back in the day were all the diss tracks everyone's making on each other. KSI made the best diss tracks. Okay, KSI had the best music videos. Logan Paul had the worst music videos. Logan made the better music. KSI made the worst music.
And then Jake's just there. It's every day. Yeah, like nah, like.
And then Rice Gum. Oh, Rice Gum's a whole. I could talk hours upon hours about Rice Gum.
Rice Gum's just an interesting figure in himself.
I love Rice Gum.
I don't. There's a dichotomy.
Bro, his music was so good. Keyword was.
Yeah. I cannot say I've actually listened to his music.
I'll show you.
Okay, you have to show me after this. There's a couple of reasons why I don't like Rice Gum. I watched. I've been watching YouTube forever now, and I'm very much into like drama stuff like that. Because it always interests me, like how can drama start on YouTube? It makes like no sense to me.
Yeah.
And I watch stuff like whenever iDubbbz, like for example, was still popular, I would watch his content comp on. iDubbbz was awesome. I still watch his stuff actually.
Really?
Yeah, he still gets a good amount of views too. So I
really?
Yeah, he still gets like millions of views. So it's like I hope he's doing good. He's just not as relevant anymore. He's not like as like big as like he was basically because he's not as doing as much stuff. The fun stuff. Like iDubbbz did a content comp on him and stuff like that, and like all the refutes that like Rice Gum made were so shit. Because like
no, you're wrong there.
Am I?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I think the points you made on him were pretty good.
No, oh yeah, all my videos are jokes. Why does he get? You mean
they
like,
are all jokes?
Oh yeah, but at any time, like he's gonna act like some of them aren't, but then the second like he gets cornered in something, he's like, oh no, they're jokes.
Because that's his backup, which works incredible.
Exactly, that's an issue though. Like that's just his backup.
Not necessarily an issue. It's called being smart.
Oh sure, you can call it smart. I just call it kind of being a douche.
Boo hoo. He makes millions.
That's true.
I'll be a douche for millions. Clip it.
Clip it. Like, and it's like there, and like one of my favorite parts, right? He goes like, you could tell he just put this in there because he didn't know he didn't want to act like he avoided it, which was like, there was a point like he goes like, there was a bunch of clips of him saying irrelevant. You mean like irrelevant?
Yeah.
Irrelevant. He goes, oh dang, I do say a lot. I guess I'll learn new words. It was just him basically just like, oh fuck, I'm back into a corner.
Well, that was basically like I know I do it, but I'm still gonna do it.
Did you actually watch the iDubbbz content cup?
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm not just on one side here.
Okay. Yeah, I've seen both videos, and I think I.
I mean, I haven't watched them in years, so my memory is kind of like on them.
I say we could do is we could like we can like make something where it's like us going back to like old dramas, like looking at them from like a new perspective nowadays.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah. Might be a thing. We don't know yet. We'll find out. But I think some of these figures in general are just like, it's kind of interesting like seeing like some people's perspective because like it is crazy how some people think.
Yeah.
And some people I think they can get away with certain things. I think we've talked a lot about like how people who are like just shit people, you mean, but in like, and some of them have gotten blasted for, and some people haven't. I actually want to talk about some of the people who. This is also part of the reason why I'm not a big fan of YouTube. Sometimes this is more so internet as a whole.
Okay.
Someone's life could get ruined in an instant. You mean for false accusations, shit like that. I don't know. I can't think of any other better situation or like example of that than fucking Slazo. Do you know what happened to him?
No.
Slazo was a YouTuber back in the day. He had like 1 million subscribers, I think it was, and his ex-girlfriend Shay claimed like he was like basically like a monster,
really?
And showed like screenshots shit like that of like conversations they had, and Slazo like actually proved it wrong by actually using the same screenshots and actually showing like the context to him, and shit like that. But his channel still fucking fell off because of that shit. Really? Even though he proved himself innocent, he still basically fell off. Wow. Which is like fucked, you know. And there's other examples like, you know, I'm Pro Jared is another one. He was a YouTuber. I'm Pro Jared.
I'm not really big on YouTubers. I watch YouTube, but not that much. So.
I just know a lot about drama and stuff like that, like because like just they interest me. Like I don't know how I don't get how they spiral out of control.
Yeah.
And some people just kind of have big egos and they just can't let it go. That's what happens.
That's true.
A really recent one that happened was the drama with Pyrocynical. He's a commentary YouTuber who recently got was basically someone was trying to expose him for being a pedophile.
Really?
Yeah, the guy's name is Ivory, and he and it was months of back and forth. No one there was people on both sides, and eventually got Pyrocynical. Basically, just got proved he was just some weird guy who was into furry shit. It's not a joke. He's not a pedo, but he's just you know what I mean. And so he was cleared. He luckily is still doing good now. This was in January. Yeah. No, the whole thing ended in January. He's still actually making videos and still doing decent, which, it's good that he didn't just die off like a lot of other people. And it also helps that he was a commentary channel, so he was able to put his own stance on it.
Yeah.
And then there's also some people I don't like. And relating to this kind of stuff, there are some people I don't like, when it comes to this because they'll take sides immediately and not even consider other stuff. And there's some people who heavily flip flop, and you could tell. There was a YouTuber by the name of PrisonMate Luke, who he's a commentary guy, right? And he was doing stuff in the Pyro single situation. He was a constant flip flopper. He went back from Pyro's good. It's he's 100% guilty. No change. There was shit like that. He was constantly flip flopping, and people called him out on it. And he had to fucking finally delete all 4 of those videos and then make a new one saying he apologized for that whole thing. That's how bad it was.
God damn. How did you mess up that bad?
Yeah, I don't know. And then there's people also I'm Alan, I think his name was. He and this was related to Slazo's situation. He fucking backstabbed fucking Slazo. He heavily went with Che. A lot of YouTubers did too, which sucks. There's people like Weast, Quite, and stuff like that who still went with Che, even though it's kind of proved without a doubt that Slazo was correct. Which sucks. That's part of the reason I think I think why his channel started to fall out, because it still had this on his name, because some people were still very on it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know.
And so yeah, I think now we can get into the fun part of this video where we talk about some controversial figures.
Yes.
Do you want to start us off?
I'll try my best.
All right.
First person that comes to mind is the most famous dude on this world. I feel like EDP 445.
Yeah, the guy who thinks jacking off is a sport.
That's a different topic for another video.
Yeah, it is.
EDP, man. You guys have all seen the video.
Everyone knows what's happened. We don't have to explain, but I do want to put our points, viewpoints on this, because
it's fucked up. I mean,
yeah.
What's there to say about it?
Yeah, I mean, I could say I want a cupcake.
That's gotta be a code word for I'm texting a 13-year-old girl.
Yeah.
And people say oh, he was set up.
Yeah, yeah, cool, he was set up, but he still went to go meet a 13-year-old girl.
And people say, oh, but the dude in the video is a pedophile. Cool.
Look, okay, here's the thing.
That's bad for him.
Yeah, here's the thing that sucks about this whole thing. You can't root for either side.
Nope, you can't.
Predator poachers are fucking terrible. There was a video of them they were talking to this Jew who was he was Jewish, and he was suicidal, right?
Yeah.
And they went to him oh, are you trying to commit a hate crime on yourself? Are you a Jew? Are you Jewish Nazi and shit? They're fucking saying that shit to this guy. That's so fucked up,
It's really messed up.
Exactly. Not only that, but then there's a bunch of shit coming out, right? He's saying the N-word and shit like that on BLM fucking hotlines, shit like that.
Oh god.
I mean, he's saying the N-word over and over again, and then there's shit coming out about him too, where he's has a bunch of pedophile shit like that too.
Yeah.
And then there's EDP, who yeah, what do we say about him?
Nothing. I mean, I think there's enough said.
I will say though, the EDP roller coaster, look at the text message, it's such a fucking weird thing. He sent fucking shit pics. I don't understand why he sent shit pics.
Maybe he just wanted them back. I don't know.
Dude, that's a new wavelength. Someone's on a different wavelength when they're thinking oh, that's good, yeah. And one of my favorite fun facts, right? He goes well, I'm actually here to get a cupcake. There's a video back in the day. He's I'm gonna be honest, he has a fucking thing of cupcakes still. He's I'm gonna be honest, they smell really good, but even before this diet thing, I wasn't even a big fan of cupcakes. Which I think is fucking hilarious, that his first excuse was, oh, I was here to get a cupcake.
You sound just like him too.
And then fucking I like how you go, no fist bump. I don't fist bump people. Like, oh, okay. Like this one, I think
fist
that.
bump?
I think that was the point he realized he's fucked.
Yeah.
Like that was 100% the point he realized he was like fucked up. He was like, oh shit. We could like review the video. That could be another thing we could do. That'd be fun. So another person that is of interest, like in general, is Mini Lad. That thing is now done. I think it got done. I want to say like in December or something like that. I think he died off. I don't remember off the top of my head. I need to look into it again. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't care. So do you know the Mini Lad situation? What was happening?
No.
You're a fan of Mini Lad, right? Or you were?
I'm a fan of Vanoss. I know him from the Vanoss crew.
Yeah.
I liked him, but I don't know what the.
Yeah.
Let
So
me guess, like minor stuff, texting. Minor.
yeah, basically.
Of course it is.
Well, that's what it just feels like every day a fucking person gets exposed for texting.
I mean, call me
minors.
Carson.
Call me Carson.
Whatever happened to him?
So call me Carson. You know the situation, yeah?
Yes, he texted.
He's
minor.
planning to come back.
Really?
Yeah. There's people supporting him. There's people against him. Like I don't know how to
What
feel.
side are you on?
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know. Like I don't know how to feel about this because like both sides are like you can get you guys can get mad at me. I don't care. Both sides have like conflicting shit, right? And like they like try to put like holes in both people's like arguments, and like it's just like I kind of just have to stay in the guidelines at this point. Like stay on the sidelines.
I just want to watch the video, dude.
Like my plan, my plan right now is that my stance is neutral, and I want to wait to see the video he releases for like the statement.
That was like how long ago? Was
January. That's when
January?
happened.
It's almost been a year, and he hasn't said a word about it.
Yeah, and because like it's because of how he is. Like he's it's because like he like a lot of people like know this. Like he's getting therapy and shit right now, like to try to like fix himself. I guess that's the way to put it.
That's good.
Which is like like I respect that. That's why I'm willing to hear him out because like he's like because like a fellow YouTuber is Connor E Pants like said like, oh yeah, he is going to therapy and like we're making sure he's like doing good. So like if he does come back and like I want to hear him out and I want to wait, and I'm gonna look at multiple people's viewpoints on it from both sides and I'm gonna make my decision.
Okay.
I think that'd be the best way to handle this situation.
I'm just saying that I feel like he should have said something by now. It happened back in January.
Yeah.
It's been 7 months.
Like and like the thing this doesn't help. Like almost all of his friends immediately like turned on him. Basically, it was like, oh yeah, this happens. Like his friend Jay Schlatt immediately was like saying like he was like yeah like this did happen. Like I'm distancing myself from Carson now.
Wow.
Which like. I like Jay Schlatt. He's an awesome guy, but like at the same time, like it's just, I don't know. The reason he stuck around is because he knew like Carson, like because Carson like has depression and shit. That's why I think that's part of the reason why he's not like, staying quiet. Cause like he like that's kind of his issue.
Does he actually have depression?
Yeah, he actually does have depression.
Okay.
And it's like it's a fucked situation in general. Like that's a whole like situation that I don't even know how to feel like about because like I loved this guy. He's part of the reason I started YouTube. Like like. I saw him doing like fun videos, with Discord calls, and I'm like, oh hell yeah, this will be fun.
I've never seen a Call Me Carson video.
Really?
Yep.
Well, I mean, I don't know if I'd recommend it right now, but like, the thing that sucks too is like, my original channel, like about me thing, right? I made a joke like, oh yeah, subscribe to Call Me Carson or whatever, right? And I removed that whenever all the shit started coming out. Cause like that's not good. That's not the greatest look. Might as well not keep that on there. Cause like that's not gonna age well.
Yeah.
And so yeah, it sucks, but that's what happens.
Excuse me, I don't know why I keep yawning.
Like there's like, I remember there's like two big things, right? You mean when it comes to this whole thing with Call Me Carson, like 17 and 19 is the age gap, and
it's 19 is legal.
Yeah, it's state kind of stuff like that. It's weird,
bad.
But yeah. So it's either like when it comes to state, you mean, and then there's like two sides to this. There's the side where it's like doesn't matter, it's horrible. You mean like either way, to your thing, it doesn't matter, it's still bad. And the other side where it's like no, it's not bad, and so it's bad. It's like it sucks because it's like just two extremes. You mean?
Yeah.
Like. I don't like. There's like some people who are like, "Oh yeah, Romeo and Juliet laws would apply," and then the other side's like, "No, they weren't dating before. Like they weren't dating during high school or whatever." And it's like, I don't even know how to feel about this. You know what I mean? I have friends who are very against Carson now. And
Really?
I have some friends who are super against like Call Me Carson now. Like they hate him.
Wow.
You know what I mean? And I don't even like talking about that situation with them because it's like, what am I gonna say? You mean? Like I'm neutral. I like bringing up points from both sides because I mean, and also to show both sides of the issues. I can't do that because one side has to be right clearly,
Yeah.
which is annoying. But you know, yeah, that's how it is. So I think I go with I'm gonna talk about the mainland situation now.
Oh yeah.
So what was happening was mainland took a little break basically. And during that break, there was a person by the name of like Haley, who came out against him and basically exposed a bunch of like fucking DMs shit that they were chatting and shit like that.
Okay.
And she was underage at the time. And like how old? I think maybe that's like a good I think it's like a good. I'm actually gonna look it up right now. I should look.
I don't understand why, like, if she did it, why she's coming out now. If she was underage then, I feel like she should.
I think she's still. I don't know actually how old. Okay, on.
Look it up.
I'm looking it up.
I'm not really big on these drama stuff. That's why Shane just keeps talking. I'm just thinking like.
Yeah.
And me, I apologize for yawning.
He is 26 years old.
He's 26.
Yeah.
This isn't boring. I just yawn a lot. So don't think that I'm like bored by this stuff.
I'm gonna be calling him Craig for the rest of this video, guys. This is his name.
Okay.
So Craig was messaging Haley whenever Haley's underage, and the reason that like Haley kept off from like the reason is because Haley thought that mainland could change and stuff like that, and there was and like clearly that didn't happen.
Okay.
There were two big issues that was happening, which was the age difference. It was like a big one or whatever. It was like the person was 17 and we already know how old mainland is. And then I don't know how old the other person was. I think it was like 16, something like that.
What?
So yeah, it's kind of fucked.
That's a 6-year difference.
Yeah, something like that. I know one of them was 17 though, so I'm gonna go with 17 only because I know that for a fact.
Okay.
But that was one of the big issues. And the other one was that he was super manipulative and like basically just trying to get what he wanted. You know what I mean?
Really?
Yeah, he's like suicide. He was like using suicide and stuff like that.
I'm gonna kill myself.
Yeah, shit like that.
That's fucked up.
And one of a really good example, right, of what happened was he like the one person was like planning to come out. Like the one person was coming out, right, and then he messaged the other person saying like tell her about my suicide attempt, right?
Oh my god.
Like it's fucked, and like. The thing is, all the responses that he made were so shitty. Because what he tried to do, right, was he was trying to get people who were on his channel that didn't know, basically on his side by like shooting down like really like weak arguments that were like made that
Really?
and some of them we don't even we couldn't find that you can't find any evidence for some of them, right? So we just think some people just think he made some of them up.
Really?
To like get people on his side. And then he tried.
Do you think he did that?
I personally do because I literally can't find anything for some of the arguments he said, which is like fucked. For all I know, they might have got deleted, but just being optimistic there.
Yeah.
And so, another thing is, whenever a YouTuber's in drama, right? They either like don't upload for a little bit, or they upload less, but it's related to the topic.
Okay.
That's how it usually goes. And those are usually the best options anyway.
Yeah.
Mainland. Apparently for Mainland there was an option C, which is just upload like nothing happened.
Ignore the problem.
Yeah, that fucking bit him in the ass.
Wow.
That did not work. He got dislike bombed so bad.
What an idiot.
Yeah.
That's like talking to minors and then posting a Minecraft video a day later.
The video of him coming back was a Minecraft video.
You're kidding.
I'm not joking. No.
Oh my god.
And Keemstar, I'm not a fan. I don't like Keemstar, but I will give him this. He made a video on Twitter. He goes, "Me lad, you should not come back and like make a video that is like a game for minors for what you did." You mean? And I have to agree. It's yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like Keemstar, but I'll give him that one.
I swear, if I yawn one more time, I apologize.
Yeah, there you're good. Yeah, and then the last video he made was like, actually, we should react. Okay, we'll make a reaction video to that like apology, like for like what you know. Okay. We'll save that for like video. We might be in the same room. We might not be. We might just have like webcams on. Like I'll put them in like the corner basically.
I need to get a webcam.
Hmm?
I need to get a webcam.
Oh, you're right.
I'll just tell my dad's or something.
But yeah. And so yeah.
I bet you cool that we let you do stuff then. Sorry.
There you go. There's actually one figure I want to actually like slip in here. There was a guy on YouTube. I think his name was like Maya Pony or something like that. He was a song guy.
A what guy?
He was like a song artist. He made like parodies for like songs, like Friday Freddy shit like that. He's basically like the living tombstone. Like think of him like that.
Okay.
And he was exposed to talking to minors, unsurprisingly. He's married, by the way.
Why do you do this?
He sent like a dick pic shit like that.
Yep,
It was bad.
There goes his career.
Like it was bad. And he just shut down in line. This is not a situation I've I've looked at like repeatedly. This is a more like subtle one that I've seen like oh hey that's yeah.
That is just wow.
Yeah. It's like fucked. So yeah, that's the controversial figures right there.
That's just messed up.
So yeah. So I'm gonna ask you the same question I asked you at the beginning of this.
Okay.
What's your opinion on YouTube? Especially after all this.
Stays the same. I mean, there's drama left and right. Can't do anything about it. Some
Yeah.
drama they just use for views. Like the whole between Logan and Jake, that was all for views.
Oh, 100%.
But I mean, it made them a boatload of money.
That's
Especially when I was younger, I watched both videos.
Yeah.
I was like,
it's fucked.
I bought his merch too.
Do you actually still
I have a
some?
backpack downstairs, like the one for $100, like the Black Maverick one. And
Oh,
everyone thought it was
fuck.
fake. I was
Oh.
in 7th grade.
Oh fuck, man, that's
I wonder if I can
$100 you're
find
never
it.
getting back. Jeez, that's literally $100 you're not ever gonna get back right there.
But I love the backpack though.
Oh man, well, it's like nostalgic memories right there.
It
for you.
is, dude. I never bought a hoodie though. No, I did buy a couple T-shirts.
Ooh, these
They're still in the house somewhere.
Oh dang, we might show them on this channel eventually. We'll find out.
That'd be funny.
But yeah, I think we can end it there honestly.
I mean, a little short podcast, but short podcasts don't kill nobody.
Well, yeah. This was more of this was like a fun thought experiment, like seeing
Yeah.
like how this would go like on camera. I think honestly this was like more fun actually in camera, because like it's actually me and you talking to each other face to face. Like I did like that. It was a little more awkward at first, but I mean after a while it's going away. Like
I mean, I started playing with like these chapsticks, and shit, so I gotta get better at that. If
Yeah.
we're gonna do this more.
but yeah, but like I
Or
definitely
if we're gonna do the podcast, we can do the webcam idea where I just have like two. We get both sides, one you, one me.
yeah we could do that. I think it'd be easier. But yeah, so that was
Fuck, that never happened.
that was the 4th episode of Rando's podcast.
That was the 4th one.
I think 4th. I want to say 4th. Yeah, 4th.
4th, okay.
But yeah, so that was this is episode 4 of the Rando's podcast. I hope you enjoyed.
Thank you all for tuning in again.
I thought you were gonna immediately say something.
I was gonna say something, and I stopped myself.
Okay.
I mean, it wasn't bad. I was like saying should we make a schedule for these podcasts?
We really shouldn't.
Okay.
Like that would be we have to stick to that. That's not gonna work.
Fuck yeah.
But yeah. So that was my podcast. I feel very sad for saying this, so please actually like and subscribe if you know what I mean.
Yep.
And yeah, and honestly, tell us what you thought. Like, do you like more videos of us like doing stuff? Yeah. Do you want us to do more stuff together? Do you want us just tell us.
Please, we be honest too. I mean, we take feedback.
Yeah.
Take feedback.
You can tell us our content is cancer. That's fine. You can tell us our content is good. We don't care. It's still feedback.
I can guarantee you though, I will give you cancer if you say about anything about cancer.
Anyway, that was the episode. I'm Shane.
And I'm Cole.
And this was the Rando's podcast.
See ya.
Have a great day, and we'll see you next episode.
Peace.